Hello, my name is Eddie Tofpik. I'm Head of Technical Analysis and Senior Markets Analyst at ADM Investor Services International Limited. Here is your daily technical analysis of LME 3-month copper and aluminium.
LME 3-month copper. A third bullish white soldier yesterday and an interesting exercise in showing where the core recent resistance is overhead. The market opened just over the combination of the January 2021 high 82.39 and the broken, possibly only breached, lower bull channel line currently at 82.38 of what I would have called until now the broken bull channel currently at 82.38 to 93.29, which is highlighted in dark blue on my daily chart. This seemingly acted as a base of sorts despite the market dropping down through the January 21 high and halting at the congestion 81.77 before turning back up for all the previous levels and challenging the overhead ever so slowly rising long moving average, currently 83.82, where it was capped, closing a little below the February 2013 high 83.50. The question I put here last week, and I quote, whether the market will react the way it did back then and move up to the 85.50 area, because if it did, then the broken bull channel would have repaired itself at least to some degree. Thus it all now depends on what happens at the broken lower bull channel line. End of quote. Well, this question is seemingly being answered, though personally, to see such a recovery, I'd wish to have closes over the long moving average. Now looking higher, just in case, we have resistance at the September 2012 high at 84.24, then at 84.40 at the 50% Fibonacci line of the October 2020 to March 22 move at 85.56, and then at the declining short medium moving average, currently 85.86. So far today, well, just establishing the range. A slightly lower open, but the top side is capped by the long moving average and the downside supported by the broken stroke breached lower tine, or lower uptrend line I should say, and looking like an indecisive doji cross right now. LME 3-month aluminium. A second bearish black crow yesterday. In the bigger picture, we have a number of things going on, all at the same time. There is the big November 2022 to May 23 head and shoulder sub, which initially looked like a possible continuation pattern, but has seemingly turned into a topping pattern. This is a primary target X down in the 2058 zone, with a harder, much harder to reach target X1 down in the 1858 zone. Next are the two possible descending triangles and their relevant targets below. The first and larger one is from late February to May action. This utilizes the neckline of the same big head and shoulders top, which is colored in purple, as its base, and that's currently at 22.70. And then the late February to date downtrend, also colored in purple, higher up, currently 24.45, to give a primary target below, target X2 below in the 21.78 zone, and a secondary harder to reach target X3 down in the 20.88 zone. Finally, there is the small optimized descending triangle, highlighted in dark blue on my daily chart, made up from the small late March to early May head and shoulders top neckline, currently at 22.94, and the optimized late February to date downtrend, currently at 23.93, which is entwined with the declining medium moving average, currently at 23.90. This had a primary target down at 22.33, a target that's already been achieved, and a harder to reach secondary target X4 down in the 21.74 zone. Finally, there is the late February to late April bearish Andrews pitchfork, a new pitchfork, but one that seems to be showing the bearish angle of attack of this market quite well so far, with prices following down the middle time, currently at 21.82. This pitchfork is highlighted in bright red on my daily chart. So far today, a nice follow-on low to the recent bearishness as prices head down to in a relatively free area towards the middle time below. We also have below the August 2018 high at 21.78, plus the earlier indicated targets X4 and X2 at 21.74 and 21.78 respectively as potential support areas.
Thank you for listening. This short version broadcast gives essential market patterns and consequences. Please be aware of the risk disclaimer posted both at the front and the back of this broadcast. Copyright is Eddie Tofpik and ADM Investor Services International Limited. And here comes the final important bit.